All right. Walt Disney World. They are providing updates on resort experiences as well as housekeeping, transportation, dining, you name it. Let's dive into it. This is a big update from Walt Disney World. Might even give us a peek inside what Disneyland might be planning. They say initially with wellness screening, experiencing symptoms of COVID-19, have been in contact with someone with confirmed or suspected COVID-19 symptoms without completing a 14-day quarantine or are under quarantine orders must not enter Walt Disney World Resort. Walt Disney World Resort guests may be subject to additional screenings before you leave home. Please check the temperatures of everyone in your party, including yourself, as an extra layer of precaution. If you need to reschedule your reservation, please call the Disney Reservation Center. The next round of changes are really about housekeeping and cleaning. They mention that when it comes to common areas, they've increased cleaning in high traffic areas such as public elevators, escalators, handrails, benches, tables, handles, restrooms, and more. They say for specifically housekeeping at resorts, prior to your arrival, your room will undergo thorough cleaning with attention to high-touch areas like TV remotes and door handles. Housekeeping tools will be cleaned between rooms and floors, which will be steam cleaned and vacuumed between guests. Inside your room, you'll find extra linens and towels wrapped in a single-use packaging, individually wrapped glassware, double-cased pillows, additional items that have been cleaned up and wrapped in single-use packaging, kind of like your TV remote. And during your stay, your room will receive a light cleaning service every other day, which will include removal of trash and used towels, replenishment of towels and amenities throughout the room and bathroom, and wiping and cleaning of the vanity and counter surfaces, as well as vacuuming if needed. And they also say, please note that if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, using your membership to stay, you'll receive service on the 4th and 8th days unless you decline that service. And it's if it's more than one room, because sometimes Vacation Club members do have up to multiple rooms or even major suites, and you choose to decline service, your selection will apply to all rooms on the reservation. So let's stop right there, just in terms of hotel, house cleaning, resort type cleanliness. I wonder almost if, many companies are putting out how they're going to enhance cleaning, how they're going to make sure that everything looks good moving forward from a sanitation perspective. Tell me, Tyler, does that give you any sort of reassurance that Disney is making an attempt, at least, to make your stay even safer, even more comfortable in this environment where we still don't have a vaccine, we still don't necessarily have anything to fight this pandemic, but as things start to reopen, they're making these extra steps to try and make you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me feel a little bit better, but the thing that I have to say, am I the only one that's like, shouldn't they have just been doing that every time even
Yes.
before coronavirus that I was going into a new room? But, it makes me feel a little bit safer, but at the same time, we kind of know at this point, at least from what I've read, that actually touching things doesn't necessarily give you the virus, or it's very hard for you to contract it that way.
Right.
So, it's one of those things where I'm more worried about sharing like central air with people. Like that's what I worry about the most. But they're doing what they can. That's kind of all they can do. What else can they do? They can't just put like crazy virus killing filters on the air. That's just not how it works. So, they're doing what they can, and I would like to go stay at a hotel relatively soon. It's been a while since we've done that, and I miss that sort of thing. And anyway, yeah, Disney's doing what they can, and it does make me feel a little bit safer.
When it comes to other resort services at the hotels, Disney continues with their descriptions here, saying that some Disney Resort hotel services will be modified or unavailable during the initial phased reopening period based on physical distancing and health guidelines, saying that Bell services will deliver luggage to rooms but will not escort guests. They also say club-level service will be temporarily unavailable, and deliveries will only be made to occupied rooms. In-room celebrations will no longer be available during this phased reopening. So if you were somebody that decided to order in advance, Disney kind of offered like birthday packages, anniversary packages, where they'd come in and decorate your room, do all kinds of special things to add to and enhance your celebration. And they also say dry cleaning and valet laundry services will be temporarily unavailable. Self-service laundry will remain available. Shipping services will be temporarily unavailable, and resort airline check-in service may be temporarily unavailable. Resort airline check-in service for Walt Disney World is a big deal, especially given the fact that Disney's Magical Express is kind of the main way they transport guests to and from Orlando International Airport. Garrett, give us an idea as to what Disney's Magical Express is. Share with us a little bit about how that works, and are you surprised at any of these new ways of doing business during this phased reopening?
All right, so I'm going to first start off with what Magical Express is. So if you've ever had the opportunity to travel to the wonderful city of Orlando, if you fly into MCO, which is the international airport, when you arrive, you can do many different things. You can go and rent a car, you can hail an Uber, a taxi, whatever, or you can do Magical Express, which is Disney's sort of bus service that they have to and from the international airport. Before you even get to your resort and you're booking your tickets and reservation online, you can say, oh, I want to do the Magical Express. And they handle just about everything. They get your luggage for you because it has a special tag on it, and then they put it on the bus. Then you go there, you hop on the bus, and it takes you directly from the international airport to your resort. However, there may be stops on the way. Like if you're staying at the Grand Floridian, they might hit the Contemporary, and then they might hit, say, the Polynesian Resort, and then finally the Grand Floridian. But it's a great way of, like, your vacation begins with Disney right away. You don't have to begin with going to a rent-a-car or getting gas or getting your bags. Like, it starts automatically with magic. And for many people, when your vacation starts right from there, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, because when you're on there, you're seeing little Disney videos about, like, hey folks, welcome to Walt Disney World. You're going to experience this, this, and this. Have you checked out Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which still doesn't have any new entertainment? But that's beside the point. But I'm not really surprised at, I got to laugh at Tyler. I'm not surprised about the change that they're making, just because like they're trying to limit exposure. And so some things like the in-room, like specialization, like the parties and stuff, that's a little sad, but I also don't think many people will be going to Walt Disney World celebrating that many things. People are just going to be going to celebrate Walt Disney World. If you are going for an anniversary or birthday, you can always do it at a later time when things are more available. So I like that.
There's also, in addition to those changes, some of the top things that you do need to know when it comes to your Walt Disney World experience. They say that please be aware that you'll also need a confirmed room reservation for your stay. Be sure to link your reservation to your Disney account to receive important information prior to your arrival. Visit My Plans in the My Disney Experience app in order to get started. A confirmed dining reservation is also something that you will need if you are not staying overnight in a hotel. So if hotel dining options are available, you do need a confirmed dining reservation in order to get into that hotel. They also say that face coverings for each guest age 2 and up, which must be worn in all public areas except while swimming or seated for dining, will be in effect. And planning to visit a theme park during your stay would require you to ensure that you have a reservation and valid admission for that park. As a reminder, park hopper tickets, where you can jump between parks, that is something that they do not offer during this phased reopening. So single day park tickets have to be utilized with a reservation for a theme park experience. And then if you would like any more information about that, they do encourage you to visit the My Disney Experience app. So a lot of information. I understand that especially drilling down, going spot by spot and trying to figure out each piece of this can be very confusing. It's hard enough to visit Walt Disney World in a normal time, but now here you've got all of these extra layers sort of added on top of everything else in addition to a Walt Disney World vacation. So I mean, if it's confusing us, if it's tripping up our Walt Disney World reporter even, we know that it's probably a lot to take on. We know that it's definitely a lot to think about. Am I right?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on, a lot of pieces. Luckily, I live there, so I don't have to deal with most of it. But yeah, if you are going to go out there during this time of COVID, study up, look at all the different things. Just know nothing is guaranteed now like it used to be. If you're going there and you're getting a hotel, you might not get a ticket. So I would honestly get a ticket before I even get a hotel, because it seems like the tickets are going to be the thing that goes faster, because they have plenty of hotel rooms, but the tickets are limited.
I don't think they're even selling tickets right now, are they?
Yeah, you got to hold off a
I'm
little
saying,
bit.
I'm
Yep.
saying like if you are planning later, I would go for the ticket first before getting the hotel, because like, say like your area of work goes back into it, and then on that day tickets go on sale. I could imagine them being sold out within a few hours, just because the demand for Disney World is going to be so high, just because it's been closed for so long. So this is definitely a tricky time to navigate. So proceed with caution, and please keep all hands and arms inside the monorail at all times.
That's a great way to
That's
put
all.
it. Absolutely. So much to definitely plan for, think about. And we've said many times, as we have been getting those questions of, would you even plan a trip right now for Walt Disney World? Unanimously, we all said no. As of right now, during this phased reopening process, it's probably worth waiting until more things are back online, less restrictions are in place. And I've heard it said many times, it seems almost like Disney doesn't want us to visit. It seems almost like they're making it so complicated that they don't want us there. I doubt very much that a business would ever want to discourage more and more visitors and profits. That's certainly not something that they would want to do. But I bet that they are not crying over the loss of additional attendance and capacity right now, just because this is such a monumental task to take on in reopening the vacation kingdom of the world.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.